Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah and you're watching So Beauty Stuff. So you may notice that I've got a full face but not brows. So there's a reason for this. I'm going to talk to you today about soap brows. So I was inspired to do this by a friend of mine who recently put on Instagram stories that she's ditched the expensive eyebrow gels and switched them for soap brows. So I thought I would just give a quick tutorial because I think it is something that more people should know about. So all we're going to use today is some Pears soap. Now you can get this for a couple of dollars in the shops. It's really not very expensive at all. This seems to be the best one, the transparent one. You're also going to want some spoolies. Now I've got disposable spoolies because I actually use this soap in my kit, but if you have a makeup brush that looks like this with one of these on the end, you can just use one of these. You can get them pretty cheaply. And you're going to need some water. I'm nowhere near a tap, so I'm just going to use some MAC Fix Plus. And you're going to need some sort of eyebrow pencil or powder just to fill in some gaps. I've actually just got this new one from Hourglass called Arch, so I'm going to be trying this one out today. So there's a couple of ways you can use soap as an alternative to brow gel. You can use it exactly the same way, just put it on top. I'm just going to show you a way to get more fluffy, bushy looking brows. So I'm actually going to do the soap first and then fill it in afterwards. And this is because sometimes, because you're using a wet product, it can smudge any pencil that you've applied. I'm going to grab one of the spoolies. I'm also going to grab a tissue just so that I can put the soap on that once I've sprayed it. So here's the soap. All I'm going to do is make it wet, just spray it a couple of times. That's literally all you need, a couple of little sprays. You're going to get your spoolie and just rub it in there, really coat the spoolie. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to bring you in a little bit closer. First thing I'm going to do is brush it downwards on my brows. This is to coat the back side of the hair, just to make sure the whole thing's coated. And you can sort of twirl the wand if you want to, and then I'm gonna brush them upwards. So it may feel a little bit sort of sticky at first, but it will dry down. But as you can see, that's made the hairs very neat, very uniform, and giving them a bit more life than this untouched brow here. So I'm just going to do the same with this one. And this really makes me see how messy my eyebrows are, so I can pluck any strays there. The other thing I will say is if you are doing this before the rest of your makeup, the soap is not a great base for foundation, so I would advise putting concealer or foundation around your brow area first before you do this. So of course we can leave it there if we want to and leave your brows looking really natural. Because I've got a little bit of a heavier makeup look, I think I need to balance them out. But also it's really good because you can fill in just any sparse areas. So as I mentioned, I'm using the Hourglass Arch pencil. I actually swatched this in store recently and this is my first time using it. The tip is quite flat, rather than it be a circular pencil. It's a flat tip, so you can really get those hair-like strokes. What I want to do here is just add a bit more definition to the shape, particularly across the base of the brow. And then just fill in any sparse areas. And I am just going to probably brush down these ends a little bit. So we get more of a tail. So there's the difference between the two brows. I'm just going to fill in the other one. Okay, so there's the finished brow look. That literally took me a few minutes. And as you can see, they look really bushy, really natural. They're still not quite dry, but once they are, they will stay there all day. So I hope you found this tutorial useful. Hopefully you can save a few dollars. I do still buy brow gels, I'm not gonna lie. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my future videos. And why would you want to? Bye.